Hello, Kirsty Lane here. This is day 13 of Intermittent Fasting and the Bulletproof Diet. This morning I just had a 14-hour fast without even realising it, but by the time I got round to eating, it had already been 14 hours. And that is what we want to do. We want to have a relaxed approach to fasting, and we want to have a positive mindset towards fasting. I love this fasting so much. I've only been doing it for 13 days. Inherently, my body just loves it. I really understand the mechanisms behind why it can make you live a lot longer and be healthier. I think I'm going to stick with this forever. I really do. And of course, the first week I wasn't feeling too good, and that's normal because your body's breaking down lots of toxins and releasing lots of toxins into your system. But you're meant to feel good on it, okay? The first week, sure, maybe you won't feel too good, but after that, you're meant to feel great. And you're going to be learning to listen to your body, to be in tune with your body, and just to kind of go with the flow with it and relax a bit more with it. So if you don't want to fast one day, if you're feeling really anti-fasting, you really don't want to fast, then just don't do it. It's absolutely fine. And then you can pick it back up whenever you're feeling stronger, all right? So the idea is to just remain positive, and if you make it a negative thing that you have to do, then you're not going to want to do it for the rest of your life. We're trying to instill habits that are going to be with you forever. So if you think, oh, I really don't want to fast tomorrow, I just feel awful, you wake up in the morning, you don't quite feel right, and you don't want to do it, then don't do it, okay? Don't put yourself under any pressure with it. It's meant to be something that's helping you to feel fantastic, all right? And by making yourself feel awful, you're not doing yourself any favours. So it should, first week, yeah, sure, you're going to feel rubbish, but after that, it should just come naturally, okay? It should just be able to go with the flow, and in the end of the day, you want to just relax a bit and not be so focused on food all the time. 15% of our thoughts revolve around food for the average person, and for overweight people, it's even more. So in that way, by fasting, you can unchain some of those thoughts, and you can just free them up for other things and just not be such a slave to food all the time. I said to you the other day that a sign of having a strong metabolism was actually being able to exercise without having any food or drink in your stomach. Well, the same is true of if you can just skip a meal and it not be a massive deal, not feel awful for having skipped a meal, that's also a sign of having a very strong metabolism. So if you can do that, then it just leaves you open. Say, for example, if you're driving back somewhere and you haven't got anything to eat, and the only choice is in a service station is a McDonald's, then maybe you can skip it and not eat it, because you can skip a meal and that's fine. So instead of being a slave to food, then you can just actually choose, you know what, I'm just going to not eat instead of having some junk. Or at the same time, if you are really busy and don't get the chance to eat at work, don't get the chance to eat lunch or something at work, you can still function at an optimal level. That's what we want. You can be free from the anxiety of eating as well. When I first started fasting, I wake up in the morning and I was really anxious about not eating, and that just goes away after a while. You wake up, you think, okay, I'm not going to eat for 3 hours, okay, that's fine. So for example, if you woke up really late and had to rush into work or something, you couldn't eat, then that would just be fine. Your blood sugar wouldn't just crash, and you wouldn't just flake out, and you wouldn't start shouting at people, whatever. You'll be stronger mentally and physically. That's what we want with fasting. At the same time, we don't want to push it too far, so you're feeling rubbish. We want you to feel good. It's complicated, but we're going to try and keep in tune with our bodies and, just listen a bit more to what our body's telling us to do. Do not have to eat all the time, day and night. That is fascism. What are we grateful for today? Today I'm very grateful for Dave Asprey for giving me lots of insight into fasting, things that I didn't understand at all when I read one of his original books and started religiously fasting, doing the 16/8 intermittent fast diet for months and didn't give myself a break. It wasn't great for my body or my mind, and I'm very grateful that he's taken this opportunity to come out with this other book and all of the other video calls and everything he's been doing to put the record straight on fasting so that we can all be nicer to each other, apparently. What are you grateful for? Like and subscribe.